Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Investment Roundtable. Introduce yourself to our viewers.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sharon. My name is Glen, and I'm KLM Capital Holdings representative and operations manager at Ecam Coffee.
Nice to have you, Glen.
Interesting. I'm called Paul Busingye. I oversee distribution at Britam Asset Managers.
Nice. And I like Paul is all about Christmas and December. So I see you. You must be very excited and happy to end the year.
Yeah,
We all
I'm
are,
really
we all are.
excited.
You all are? Okay, I see Paul is really excited and happy to end the year. December looks like really amazing at Britam. I can really see you in the Christmas mood, and it's the month of it's the month of family, and
2024 has been an exceptional year. On personal grounds, I've been able to have a few milestones on my end that I can definitely get off my bucket list as a person. So
Nice.
I'm really glad that this year has been that pivot point in my life, that I'm really glad that I actually made some of these decisions this year.
lovely. Some of us, of course, like how years be. It starts well or it starts bad, and in between it's a bit tough, and the tide is, a bit heavy on us. But still, we don't have to lose hope. We should be happy that we've made it to this end of year. It's December. Come on.
Yeah.
How many people have failed to make it to today? So the fact that you're living, breathing, and you're healthy, you have to thank God first for that achievement. And on our end at Legacy Hills, the team has grown. It's been a year of growth in terms of our clients and the number of advisors we are having. It's not been very easy, but we've managed to grow, and we thank God for that. And as 2024 comes to an end, there are quite a lot of lessons for us as a company, helping people with their financial goals and trying to ensure that the clients are happy. When your clients are happy, then you have a reason to exist. I think you know how that goes. And as we get into the festive season, of course, we expect a lot of withdrawals. I'm sure Paul knows about that, because everybody has been saving for the end of year, Christmas.
I think we're all excited.
Yeah.
It's been a year of taking risk on my end and getting to break a number of stereotypes. So at this point, when you're talking about breaking the safe, I'll be part of those people actually who's now going to, have a share of some of the investments I made during the year. So I'm glad that I actually made those decisions this year, and I'm really hopeful for the coming year.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. We, as of course, a fund manager, we have a lot of those conversations with clients that reach a point like this in December, and they're excited to break that safe. So they're asking, how much do I have? How much can I access? But even then, for us, it's a start of another conversation. Do you really need to spend?
Yeah.
That is the question we normally ask. Do you need to spend all this money? Yes, you've saved 12 million throughout the year. Do you need to spend all of it? Because it's just a matter of crossing from 2024 to 2025.
And remember, you've saved for 12 months to spend it in 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
or in 2 days, or in 1 day. You blow it out.
Yes. I think on that ground, that's a valid point to make. But I believe on our end, it's more of your hard work and sacrifice paying off. So if this year I've decided to, blow all the 12 million were quoted, I don't think that would be something that's really a challenge on my end, because I believe we live once. So
Wow. And that's the majority of us.
Work hard, play hard.
yes.
Oh, for me, for another notion, I think this year has taught me something. I used to be that person, Glen, trust me, where you save your little monies and you're looking to go to Kanungu, and Mose is saying, my granddaughter is here, and you're looking at giving him the best treatment. And once the feast is done, I'm telling you, by the time it's 31st, you're looking back and saying, was it worth it? Now you start looking back. So what I've decided to do is to do small things, but consistently. So Mose is taken care of every month. He has a small check that goes to him. Than to wait for December, now I'm going full blown. So I would love to have something that is a bit sustainable, even if it's not fully blown out, but at least I know for sure this is where we are headed. Like, Christmas is here, not like we want to eat chicken. Instead of having a 5-6 course meal, we can still tone it down a bit, do a 3-course and still have something, to start off the new year, than me to spend everything and then I'm back to zero and then I'm going back into the same cycle of, saving again.
Yes.
So I'd rather at least, if it's 12, like he mentioned, treat yourself. Maybe spend half of it. At least spend half and let the other half be spent the next Christmas. So you don't have to now work so hard for Christmas as a goal. That's my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right, Sharon. On that ground, that's actually a very good paradigm to begin with. During the course of the year, I'll speak this on a personal level. I was approached. Yes, I had, of course, you've been in the industry, you've heard of unit trusts and things like that. And I can proudly say that I took that bold move and decided to actually start my investment journey. So as you've said, maybe you send your dad checks now and then. On my end, I was actually saving for something. Okay. So getting to this season, the festivities, it's getting to that period that I'm actually going to,
I'm going to enjoy.
Saving up for. So that is why I actually back up the argument of, you've saved up and it's now Christmas season and So
treat yourself. Like I said, keep some for later.
Exactly, which is a good thing. Actually, both of you come from a proper school of thought. It's a good thing that Sharon says you need to keep a little bit of the base, so you don't have to start January from zero. Yes. You can start January from 2 million, for example. Then you just build up on that than starting from zero, because always starting from zero is a hard position. The bills are going to come in January. If you've not planned ahead of time, that is stress that you're attracting.
Life
yourself.
Doesn't end in December.
Yes, that's true. So think of December as a point of where you reflect, of course, rejuvenate your energy by, for example, on what you had achieved, what you had planned to achieve throughout that year, which is 2024. So you're celebrating and saying, okay, fine, I've achieved this. Some of these have fallen short, but I'm pushing them into 2025, which is a proper way to plan. So you start from where you've stopped to build your castle.
Yeah, and I believe the fact that I began this journey this year, it's something that has motivated me and given me insight on what my future would be. So if I keep making these savings, these top-ups every month, I can actually achieve most of the things, my long-term goals. This year's goal was something basic, so I won't mention, but I have bigger goals in plan, bigger moves to make, and yes, I believe everyone understands that. So I believe it's actually a good habit to begin with. So I'm actually glad that this year was that point for me.
Nice.
And I love the emphasis that Glen puts into goal. We've seen, from where we sit, we've seen people that save, and the savings moving away from just, I have a lot of money, let me look for where to park it. To, okay, I have money, but I would love to achieve something in the next 12 months or 24 months. So we're seeing a lot of goal-based saving happening. So we know majority of the people right now in December are looking at
Christmas.
Christmas.
Buying
After that,
a beautiful
they're
dress.
thinking, okay, so January, what is the goal for 2025? So they're already planning and working on their cash flows. How much do I need to put aside? Is it 400,000? Is it 500? What is the frequency? Those are the questions happening right now in December, and we are seeing them. Someone walks into office and says, so I want to go to, for example, Dubai to next year at the peak season, and I'm looking for 9 million, but my salary is this much. How are you able to work with me to walk that journey until when I can achieve? So we just work backwards and say, okay, fine. Since we're an investment company, you're going to be saving about 180,000 for 8 months. It will be this much, and your interest will be this much. So you're able to achieve that trip. So we are seeing a lot of that happening in our community, in our society. People are no longer just putting away money because I have excess, let me go and pack it.
Yeah, and I think we've all centered it probably around getting this, getting that. But another thing that actually came to me is during the course of the year, as I was continuously saving, there's a point I got to and I was in a fix. I had a short problem with my funding, so it came into play that I had some savings that I'd put aside, so I was able to withdraw and actually get that problem solved without going into loans and money lenders and all that. So it also gets us to actually put some money aside for those emergencies generally. And in the world we're living in, literally a few years back, we also COVID.
Yeah.
And everyone can testify if you really didn't, people who used to live that extravagant lifestyle or, even though you had the money, some things happen, you hadn't planned for them, and you have to find a way forward. So doubling it down, I think it's a right move to make, and yeah.
I would love us to just share our key lessons, the hard lessons. And this could be yours or somebody you know. And the things you did and you feel so proud of. So I'll start first. Something I feel proud of is I started 2024, and this was my dream. I wanted to be out of debt by the time this year ends. And trust you me, I've worked so hard to pay off my debt. And these are things we usually take for granted, you know. We get into debt because of different reasons. You could want to invest in a business, and this money just disappears in a flash, you know, because sometimes we don't have control. So for me, debt was big in 2024, and I'm proud of myself to say that at least I'm at a point where now I can save, I can invest freely, not like I've not been doing it, but because there's no way you're going to have a good net worth with a lot of debt in your balance sheet.
Yeah.
You need to take care of debt. Once debt is done, then you're wealthy now. They start saying, yeah, this man has money. But if you have so much debt and little saving, yes, this debt is giving you assets, but those assets are not yours until the debt is paid. So whoever is listening in, probably 2025, if debt has been your issue, look at yourself, have a conversation with yourself, and ask yourself, how best can I pay down my debt so that my net worth is positive? Every time you have debt, you're in negative. Yes. So I was working on my net worth as an individual. The second thing was to grow the company. I'm happy that the team has now grown. At least it's not me doing all the advisory. We have over 8 advisors now. So we're growing. So those are the two things. And the hard lessons were learning to say no. I was always a yes person. Like, yes, everything. So you come to me with a problem, I'll sit down and see if there are other alternative solutions before I actually chip in to support you. If I really love you, then I would love you to focus on your problem first, create a solution, and come to me with a proposal, not coming to me for a solution. So that's my 2024.
Oh, wow. Yes, Sharon, thanks for sharing that. That is actually quite, for me, I believe, actually, mine is learning to sacrifice. And putting it that way is, I've been an extravagant person living the way I've been living my life. So this year, it's when I've seen what sacrifice can actually...
Is it extravagance on fitness? Because,
yes,
the abs can speak for themselves.
Yeah, so that is part of the whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah, as the year went by, sacrifice in terms of, you know, you have to look into what you want, where you want to be, and where you are at now. Yes, you might have the cash flow now, but 1 year down the road, it may not be the case. So it prompts you to, you know, have that introspection and look into yourself and, you know, go that extra mile to you know, starve yourself of this thing, of maybe this thing you want to get or that or this. But in the long run, you find that you have that discipline, and it teaches you for as you said, for us who go in the gym, there's something that there's something the gym trains you, something to do with consistency. So, and that is something that I've learned through the whole investment and saving I've done this year. And as we can tell, in a few weeks, you'll be seeing the hard work paying off, the sacrifice paying off.
The pain paying off.
Yes,
it's very painful.
Yes. Yeah. The bad for the year is there are certain things that I've not been able to achieve on a personal level, but I believe next year I'll double the effort. At least I'm on track.
Start strong.
Yes, I'm well on my way to get to those bigger dreams and bigger goals I have in terms of investment, and
Okay, that's good. I think I have about 2. They are all negatives that turned into positives. Throughout this year, I wanted to have a marketing agency, me and a colleague of mine. So because of our busy schedules, we've been not able to actualize the actual bit of that business. So this year, we set out to say, 1, we needed to rebrand. So we rebranded from Pool Marketing Agency to Brand Forge Marketing Agency. So we came up with a plan, which was about 8 million. So there's a bit of contribution from both of us, but it's a bit overstretched. I'd done a few investments in the year that had stretched me a bit. But because we had made it as a resolution of 2024, there's no way I could go back on my word. So I had to strain a bit financially into making sure that, one, we're registered, our website was up, we're looking for office space, we're looking for 2 personnel because we needed someone who's going to be running with our entity. So there's a bit of a stretch in that aspect. But it was good because it was growth. The second is more personal. I went through a life awakening. It was one of those personal things that can either make you or break you. You go through something in life that you may not be able to share openly, but they are the kind of things that change your life. You either grow. I keep telling people the things I've gone through, they either send me to the bar or to church. That moment in life.
Where are you now?
I'm in church.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went to church. The amount of sermons I listened to the whole of 2024. So in terms of personal growth, being more self-aware, being very self-mindful in terms of the decisions we make and how they impact people around us, either directly or indirectly, I would say I have gone through that phase now. So there are things I see people doing and I say, if you can have a minute with me and I take you through, I know what you're starting and I know where it's going to end. So you better go slow. So for me, 2024 has been a year of growth in that aspect. I have had a moment to reflect at life, look at its impact in terms of my family, and I've seen what it has done. So that is 2024 for me in a wrap. I'm just glad that I'm here and I'm breathing because a lot could have happened throughout the 2 months.
You guys have shared very generously.
Yeah, making it this far of the year, it shows you that there is really God's grace and it's been a long year.
Nice. And thank you so much for joining us in studio today, Glen and Paul.
Yes, thank you
I'm
for
Sharon, your host for the day, and at the Investment Roundtable, would love to wish you a beautiful December. Enjoy responsibly.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Bye.